Welcome, everyone. It is Sandra Alexei, and I am from mypersonalmuse.com. That's my website. So if you check it out, which is underneath in the links, you will see the services I offer and what I do and what my background is. Basically, I'm a business and spiritual coach. It's all about self-discovery. I do intuitive astrology, numerology, galactic energy signatures. I am an author, an educator, born with a veil. Well, you'll see everything, and I have a little audio. And the books that I've written are on my page, and you can get them from Amazon. And I am just in the middle of writing a new book. What I want to do is I want to sincerely thank everyone that I have connected with. So many people that I know only through the ethers and through Facebook, which is why I love the Aquarian energy and the Aquarian technology. Yes, there's people that fear it, but I see a different part of it, that we can connect with people that are like souls, that are on the same frequency, that have the same resonance, because we've had a huge division over the last few years. And this is going to be my last video for 2024. And I'm actually in the process, I'm going to transition. There is just a little bit too much control for me and for the messages that I have. And I'm looking at, I've been reviewing, I made a decision to transition to BitChute and to Rumble being the first one. And this morning I was on Zoom with my coach from Hawaii. He's my publisher and my new coach. And what we're doing, he said, really look at BitChute too. So I'm requesting anybody that has had any experience with that, if you could contact me, I'd like to talk to you about it. Anyway, so I think that's it. Well, we made it. 2008 to now. Okay, I have written about the transformation, the ascension, the corruption, the greed, everything that needed to be real, be revealed, the enslavement codes, the ancestral codes. It's like we're in a whole different world, okay? But I have a lot of faith, and I have a lot of trust, and I have my own knowing. And come January, and when we shift, I wrote about the new year, when we make the shift into Aquarius, we're not going to look back. We have a little bit of stuff to clean up, but everything is going to tip. I think Malcolm Gladwell, I loved his works. It's called The Tipping Point. And I feel we're in the tipping point. We're at that top of that mountain where Warren Buffett's book called The Snowball Effect is how you work and roll that snowball up the mountain, and then and it comes down really fast. And so the change is going to be fast. Our timing has actually become faster too. And that's simply because of the ascension process, moving from 3D to 5D to 7D to plus. Anyway, so I'm very grateful. I send love to you all, and I send blessings. And now let us start with the last one that I'm going to be doing in 2023. Welcome to the beginning of a new cycle. On January the 11th, 2024, we get to embrace the beautiful new moon in Capricorn at 20 degrees. If you have your astrological natal chart to see where the houses of Capricorn that are, as this is where this new moon is going to be shining on you to encourage you to create new intentions, resolutions for that area of your life. So you want to remember, I'm going to be doing some classes in December. I've got a young man that's going to work with me, so he can put them up. I will take 8 people. We're going to do 4 classes. I'm going to give you the basics of your chart. Everybody's chart that takes the course is used, and you have to learn to understand it. Before classes, 4 hours. So if you're interested, contact me. But when I make my little thing, I'll send it out for you, because I'm just practicing with this young man, and he's brilliant. Brilliant. He's going to help me. Anyway, so January the 1st, now listen to this. This is number 1. Then the day is 11, which is 2 ones. Then 2024 is an 8. When I add them all up, it's an 11. So on January the 11th of 2024, we have a master number energy, okay, for this particular new moon. So embrace the frequencies of inspiration, courage, and power. What an incredible cycle to start with, moving into the age of our empowered enlightenment, sovereignty, authenticity. Aquarius ruled by Uranus, as we finally completed a karmic cycle in 2023. Now, the lunation cycle symbolizes a new beginning in the cardinal earth sign. That's why the sign the moon is in is very important. So Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign. During this time, we are to focus on some common sense, practical, constructive traits of the sign of the goat. They're very tenacious. They're very resourceful. They're very disciplined, very wise. They're ambitious. They're prudent and relentless. As we consider how to positively incorporate these qualities that I'm talking about into our lives. Okay, we want to bring this energy. It's great to have artistic, floaty, spiritual, whatever, but we need to ground these energies now. Okay, as we move forward, this is our New Year's that we just had, and now we're going to be setting the intentions on the new moon. So now we can focus on practical, because we've had a lot of retrogrades that had us reassess what we're doing, where we're living, who we're with. We were reassessing everything, our health when it comes to physical, emotional, spiritual. Now it comes together. Okay, so now we can focus on practical and attainable. You can do short-term and long-term goals, working on developing and embracing your maturity and your common sense as you prepare for the future, making commitments and recognizing responsibilities and nurturing your dream into a realistic manner. It's a great way to start. A new cycle being supported, although by the North Node in Aries, embracing your authenticity and sovereignty. If it's going to be, it's up to me. When I align and connect with the divine and find my purpose and work my dharma. With this potent Capricorn energy, we have the chance to create some serious order in our lives. It's time to make some solid plans and to set the stage for reaping the rewards from our new beginnings, as little or as big as they may be. In approximately 2 weeks' time after the full moon occurs, one of Capricorn's lessons is acceptance of the concept that reasonable boundaries, okay, and rules actually do offer us freedom. Freedom from worry and freedom chaos. For example, setting goals for ourselves allows us to focus on what really matters. Okay, we actually have to put ourselves first. We're not like wandering around trying to work in everybody else's lives. Always remember when you're flying, what does the flight attendant say? Even if it's a child sitting with you, put the mask on you first. Setting goals for ourselves, then we have to think about what really matters. Okay. You intuitively, actually, when you're setting the goals, you're intuitively, okay, defining your values, which until the last few years was really non-negotiable. The woke culture and the insanity is rampant, and you can and will be ostracized by family members, friends, and workplace affiliations. You have to remain very clear, committed, and strong when it comes to your particular values, which your goals are based upon. I'm very strong with my values and have never really wandered from them and have been focused. And I believe I'm getting very successful. I'm 76. My birthday's coming up soon. At self-mastery. Okay, because it doesn't matter what I have here. Okay, it's all about aspiration. You need to look into the gene keys too. They're wonderful. All about aspiration. And so when I leave this particular plane, this plane of embodiment, my soul moves on and I take the lessons with me. What did I learn? What were my values? How did I work them? Okay. And now where am I going here? You have to remain very clear, very committed, and very strong when it comes to your particular values, which again, I said is your goals are based upon. Trust your intuition during these times of, I call them agendas, of social organizations, media, political parties, educational institutions, healthcare and pharmaceuticals, religion and spiritual affiliations, which have contributed to a very divisive, discordant, conflicting energy between families, spouses, friends, workplace, and organizations. Many will be looking at homeschooling, charter schools, natural and homeopathic remedies, alternative living situations, moving to a different location or country. There will also be a tremendous amount of questions of all allopathic medicine practitioners, treatments for physical, emotional, intellectual conditions. Do your due diligence. Don't ever say, well, I didn't know, or I was unsure, or discernment and due diligence, two big words, okay? The lunation harmonizes beautifully with Uranus, with the other planets. So the moon and Uranus, pointing to strong intuition and a good feeling of progress, as well as a healthy relationship for change. Not a lot of people like change, but change is inevitable. Embrace the process of, what did I just say, discernment, for clarity when it comes to writing down your top 5 goals. Coming from a place of emotional authenticity with self, not being coerced or controlled, aligning with your personal power and intuition, you shred your goals that were influenced by societal pressure or even external expectations. With the shift in consciousness, knowing and the sovereignty, you now trust you to set your goals. Do not allow the other energy of others. Okay, have clarity, ensuring you have your personal goals as your foundation. Then you can have goals with significant others, friends, business, workplace. It doesn't matter. But you, it's like, think of a house. We're talking about your values, your goals, okay? That's the foundation. And then you can build up, okay? Always keep in mind there is no guarantee of tomorrow, and circumstances change. How many loving relationships costed you not only money, but emotional, physical, and spiritual stress? And I said nothing about personal relationships, sexual relationships, marriages. I said loving relationships, because I would only hope that family relationships are loving. I would only hope that your work or career place relationships are loving. Okay. So stop and think about that. None of us will ever forget the controls we experienced. And the big question, what lessons did you learn since 2008, more so since 2020? You have entered the path of truth. You have become the seeker of alignment with divine consciousness in life. Embrace and enjoy this January 11th, 2024 new moon in Capricorn at 20 degrees. It affects people born with personal planets and points at approximately 17 to 25 degrees of the cardinal signs, which are Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Most significantly, Sun sign Capricorn, Moon sign Capricorn, rising ascendant Capricorn. Capricorn will feel the effects of this stabilizing, grounding, earthy self-mastery and business acumen consciousness, setting the stage for 2024. Always remember, everybody has Capricorn somewhere. You have 12 houses, okay? Some planets are intercepted, okay? But just remember. So many blessings and much love, and hope that made sense to you. Just remember, just everything. I believe in miracles. I believe in magic. Okay. As much as some people say I can be very, very short. Okay. And I believe in manifestation. Many blessings, much love, and we will see you in 2024.